This is day number 1 of project number 9, 2022. How cool is that? We're just chucking right along. And the quality of work we're doing, I'm really impressed. So that's kind of one of our goals. We want to impress you as our customer, but as artists, we also want to impress ourselves. And I gotta say, the stuff we're doing this year has got me really impressed. The team's really mimicking nature in a great way. So we're gonna try to do that again with our large Deluxe Pondless waterfall. That means we have 2 5,000 to 9,000 gallon an hour pumps that are gonna converge. So we're gonna start something off to the left, we're gonna start something to the right, and we're gonna bring them together for a convergence point, and then we're gonna disappear into the yard here with our waterfall. It's gonna have a seating area to the right of it with a little bonfire pit. And then we're gonna do some stuff to make it interactive on the left. Everything's coming out towards the house, so we wanna make sure the views are really nice and approaching the house and throwing the sound at the house. Got an awesome backdrop for our underwater lights, so we're gonna get our awesome light show happening. The reason you saw us moving the trampoline right away is they've been getting water into their basement. So every spring, the water is just kind of funneling its way downhill, and it has nowhere to go but to stop right where that trampoline was. So that land was creating a little bit of a dam and not allowing the water to escape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tear out the whole patio there. We're gonna regrade it with dirt, and then we're gonna do a couple flagstone steppers outside of the door and welcome you into the yard. So, and then as part of what we're doing, they have a rain garden already here. So all of our sloping is gonna take the water to this rain garden. We're trying to attempt to create a long-term solution so that does not happen again. And we'll kind of show you when we get to that, how the dirt and everything has kind of created a low spot and gave the water no real choice but to stay there and pool there. So we're gonna change that so the pooling area happens where we want it to happen at that rain garden. So we've got some rotted wood and stuff. This huge tree was in here at one point. We had to take it out. Luckily we were able to use techniques with the E20 to get it out, digging around the sides of it, in front of it, behind it, and then we were able to pull it and break it free. Right now B-Rad is gonna go ahead and load our trailer up with a bunch of this stuff so we can get it hauled out of here. And Justin is just running logistics for us back and forth. He just came back with some of the plumbing parts we needed from the pond company to be able to keep doing our pumps, and as well as fuel for the machine. So thank you, Justin. That's why he's our wizard. I love that guy. He's out doing what he can to keep us rolling so we can focus on our job site. That is the name of the game. Keep those machines moving, right? All right, that's the update. We'll talk soon. We add the extension, so we customize the check valve assembly so that it can fit with the extension. We're going to be drilling out the hole going into 90 so we can have the opportunity to go both ways. Got our top off line in there. The guys know what they're doing. It's in the right spot, right area. Brad, what are you at? Positive 6. So the ground's 6 inches higher than our 0 point over there. And that's kind of what we've been setting everything off of. So right now we'd have about a 9-inch waterfall going down into our gravel area, 8 to 9 inch, which is kind of what we're shooting for. And then we'll be playing from there. be back tomorrow for day 2, and we'll be moving a lot of dirt tomorrow and actually get to start being creative with the waterfall and show you how we're gonna get a lot of water action. A lot of waterfalls coming towards the house, and so when you're looking out all these big awesome windows, you're looking at this sweet waterfall as well as the sound projecting to the house. And I'm Nick the Pond King, and this is our channel, Pond King Water Gardens, where we're just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it starts right here in St. Paul, Minnesota. I love my job. We'll talk tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 2. I got here a little bit later because we've been doing a lot of consulting work, which I'm grateful for, and we are doing a consultation where I'll be on a 3-day weekend here this weekend, helping them work on a recreation pond. Basically, I'm teaching people how to do the strapping of the boulders, placing boulders, jet system, and any of the pitfalls I've run across in the almost 20 years of doing this. What's so fun for me is to get here to see the guys already working and caring about what they're doing. When I got here, the guys had to dig out a bunch of gravel out of this corner and pull up the liner and make sure that they backfilled with a bunch of sand, which we had from the play area. They brought over buckets of sand, backfilled, so that we made sure we had enough liner so that when we're placing boulders and stuff in here, this basin is actually a little bit bigger than it needs to be. So I love when I get to come to a job site and the guys are showing that they care like that. So thank you guys, I appreciate that. Alright, so we've just been running dirt, prepping the soil. You know, it's a lot of logistics on a project like this, a lot of moving parts. So right now Brad is getting the dirt off of the road, and then we'll come back and start moving boulders down here, and then we'll continue our build up. This is looking sweet though. Alright, check it out. We've got an awesome frame rock, a good set up here, and I really like the way that you can just see the tip of this big one right here, and then it fades away with this other rock in front of it. This rock was here when we got here, so we incorporated it. That one has a nice pink ribbon through it. That's looking really pretty. We're gonna have the water coming off of this in so many ways. It's gonna look really natural. Some coming through there in a V, some coming off of this ledge, some coming down and to the right. So when we put our fire area somewhere in there, you'll have the fire. People sitting on the front, I'll get this really cool waterfall to look at there. People are gonna sit back there on some of these boulders that we'll have back there, and we're still building up our height. So we really want that big waterfall coming towards you off of that. But yeah, things are coming great. Now we're just gonna start running some boulders a little bit and lining up some of the things we can play with next. And then we keep going. What do you think of that? That's it for the end of day 2. I've got a meeting to run off to, but we'll cover everything tomorrow, and we'll walk through everything with you guys tomorrow and kind of show you how everything's coming together. It is looking awesome. Aiden, what's today?
Start of day 3.
Yeah, buddy. Are you filled with glee?
Now I am.
Beautiful morning. Now I am. Brad, you ready to sweat happy today? All right, so I'm really excited about the way this is working out right now, because this is a lot of water action, and we're still going to be playing with some of this. We're going to be doing our shoreline work where we're really tying in the little stuff and breaking up some of the bigger things, but I'm really liking the way the water is going to be coming through here. So as it's coming off of this big rock, when both pumps are running, we're going to have a cool V coming through there where it's kind of a more powerful stream. It's gonna come over this rock, over on this way. A lot's gonna come down this way off of this, and it's gonna be really nice when you're sitting at the bonfire pit area. And then we're gonna have our pooling area up here. We're still gonna do a lot of boulder work and shoreline work up here to make it feel like it's a cool pooling area, but at the same time helps us flow into the waterfall that's coming in from over there. Then we have our main waterfall that's gonna look like it's coming from back there. We're gonna get another big boulder over there and we're gonna build up our dirt, but that's gonna have this really cool turning effect. So diffuser will be set behind the one we have our straps on. We're gonna be building up a lot of dirt against that. And by the time the water crests, we'll show you how the liner works on that side. But we're gonna have to make sure we put some boulders that help our splashing, bring the splashing down in this way. And we'll be paying attention to how that works. We've got some boulders already staged. We've got a lot of boulder work and dirt work to do here. I've got a full trailer of dirt ready to roll. Again, we'll be planning our way this way as we make our way out. I've already got some ideas on how I want this to work, but we've got to focus on how this works, how this waterfall comes together, and how to keep giving ourselves access to the area to work in. Cool thing is, it's all coming together and it's looking really cool, so I'm liking it. We'll keep working. Alright, things are coming along really nicely on our waterfall here. We'll be working on the next portion. Justin's coming back with some dirt now, so we'll be working on our next portion here. It's gonna be pretty big, pretty big Pondless waterfall, but it's gonna look awesome.
So there we got gravel filling those voids, and then we have gravel and foam underneath this fabric, so it keeps it nice and clean. And we'll do another layer of gravel and foam and another layer of fabric to finish this off, to really make sure the water goes up over this rock. So putting this fabric on top of the foam really helps it expand tightly underneath there, and then we're going to make a nice little gravel catch area here. But I think we'll do a little bit more foam, gravel, and then fabric on top of that again, just to really make sure we get the water to go up over and not sneak down through any cracks there might be. And Nick and Aiden are working on building the other waterfall that will converge down here, and Brad's running dirt. Good day so far.
Clients are going to be in good hands because I'll be gone tomorrow. Make sure to keep watching because I'm going to be consulting on a project for TSB in Alma, Wisconsin. I'm going to have a 3-day weekend where we're trying to squeeze 30 hours of work in that 3-day weekend because we're just trying to maximize the amount of time that I can give to these guys. So I'm going to be heading there tomorrow. Well, I head there tonight and we start work tomorrow. So I'm not sure when it's going to air on our channel. Definitely not before this does. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. It's going to be a 2-part episode, maybe 3, because it's a gigantic pond. As for this one, I'm loving the way it's turning out. Make sure to keep watching because it's going to be awesome, and it won't be long before we get to say, check this out yet again. These guys are going to be busy tomorrow, and it's going to be fun to come back on Monday to see all the things they did without me here. I love my team. I love my job. I love our clients, and we love you guys, the viewers. Thank you so much, and we'll be back before you know it.
All right, we are back for more on day 4. That one's for you, Nick. So Nick is in Alma, Wisconsin on a consulting project, a big pond that you'll see on our playlist here. But today we have a few things we're trying to accomplish. So we have the water feature that we're gonna try to button up a bit. We got some rocking in to do here, bunch of gravel and foam work, and a lot of little details that we got to do. Also, we have a drainage problem the customer has been dealing with, where they're getting water in their basement, and that's because, get out of the shade here, that's because this patio is basically sloping towards the house. So every time it rains, every time they get a snow melt, the water goes in their basement. The contractor had installed this drain tile, this drain catch box and drain tile that was to run out to a rain garden out here past Brad, but it never worked. Either the pipe is crushed or it's not sloped right. We'll find out. So we're going to tear this all out for them, and we are going to, in the least, swale all of this to get to their rain garden right here. So underneath these pavers we have just sand, which most of you probably know won't last, but that's a huge reason why this patio sunk, is because it's just pavers laid on top of sand, which settle and move a lot easier with freeze and thaw. So if you ever do a patio, just make sure you do a compacted base. We like to do 10-12 inches depending on what's going to be on top of the pavers, but you know, at least 6-8 inches if you're on a little walking patio. I like to always overdo the base, but you can see there's the clay, maybe 4 inches of sand, and the pavers, everything sunk. Water problem in your basement, class 5 would have solved that underneath it. So all right, we'll just keep tearing this out and then work on regrading this so their water problems are no more.
Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.